A young woman's energy is a sparkler, bright, dazzling, and demanding you look at it. But a mature woman's energy, that is an ember. It doesn't shout for attention, it simply glows. It radiates a deep, consistent heat that you have to draw close to truly feel. And in our loud, fast, superficial world, something fascinating is happening. Men are turning away from the sparkler and finding themselves unexplainably drawn to the ember. We see it everywhere. Men in their 40s or 50s, seemingly at the peak of their lives, leaving relationships, even marriages with women considered perfect by society's standards, only to build a life with a woman 10, 15, even 20 years their senior. The world reacts with confusion, even scorn. He's having a crisis. She must have money. What could she possibly offer him that a younger woman can't? Society is obsessed with a simple, broken formula. Youth plus beauty equals desire. But if you look past the surface, if you look at the psychology of it, you realize this isn't a crisis. It's a homecoming. Men are not trading down, they are trading up. They are trading presentation for presence. They are trading performance for peace. They are trading the woman who needs to be validated for the woman who simply sees. The great psychologist Carl Jung wrote that the most profound attractions are never logical. We are drawn to others not just for who they are, but because they hold a missing piece of our own soul. This video isn't about age, it's about depth. We will explore the psychological reasons why the energy of a mature, self-possessed woman is becoming the most irresistible force in modern relationships. We'll uncover why her confidence isn't arrogance but a form of safety, and how her sensuality is not a performance but an invitation to be real. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover isn't just about relationships. It's about the deep human hunger for authenticity. The man in the glass house. Let's call him Marcus, 42 years old, a successful architect. He lives in a beautiful, minimalist glass house he designed himself. He has a 28-year-old wife, Sophie, who is vibrant, beautiful, and deeply invested in their public image. They are, by all accounts, the perfect couple. But Marcus is haunted by a feeling of hollowness. He feels like a ghost in his own life. Sophie, though well-meaning, loves the idea of him, the successful architect, the provider, the strong husband, but he feels she never truly sees him. Their life is a constant performance. Their conversations are about schedules, events, and appearances. When he tries to express his doubts, his fears, his real self, she becomes anxious and changes the subject. She needs him to be the man she married. One evening, at a charity auction, Marcus finds himself in a quiet conversation with a woman named Alina. Alina is 59. She's a sculptor. She has laughter lines around her eyes and a stillness about her that Marcus finds unnerving and then profoundly calming. She doesn't flirt with him, she doesn't try to impress him, she simply listens. After he speaks for 10 minutes about a new project, she cocks her head and asks him a simple, devastating question. "That's a beautiful design, Marcus, but does it make you happy?" Marcus is stunned into silence. No one has asked him that in a decade. He realizes he doesn't even know the answer. With Sophie, he feels like he's on a stage, lit by a bright, demanding spotlight. With Alina, he feels like he's sitting by a fireplace. He can finally exhale. Her presence doesn't demand anything from him. It simply allows him to be. When Marcus eventually leaves his marriage, his friends are horrified. They see a man throwing away his youth, his trophy. But Marcus knows the truth. He wasn't running from Sophie, he was running toward himself. Alina's age wasn't the attraction, her wholeness was. The end of the performance. What Marcus experienced is what Carl Jung called the discovery of the anima. Not just the female, but the part of his own soul that was grounded, deep, and real. Here is the psychological truth. Most of us spend the first half of our lives building our persona, the mask we show the world. The good student, the ambitious employee, the cool girl, the capable wife, the strong man. We learn to perform. A younger woman is often still deeply enmeshed in her own performance. Her energy is projected outward, constantly asking, "Do you like me? Am I smart enough? Am I beautiful enough? Am I enough?" This creates an exhausting, unspoken dance where both partners are performing for each other. A mature woman who has done the inner work has let her persona crumble. She no longer projects, she inhabits. Her energy is rooted inward. She isn't asking, "Am I enough?" She has already answered that question for herself. Her presence wordlessly communicates, "This is who I am, and you are welcome to be who you are." For a man like Marcus, who is suffocating under the weight of his own performance, this energy is not just attractive, it's oxygen. It is the ultimate soul-level exhale. From good girl to embodied woman. To understand this woman, you must understand the death she has passed through. Many women spend their 20s and 30s being the good girl. They learn to be accommodating, to smooth things over, to suppress their no, to make others comfortable. They are praised for being selfless, but inside, a vital part of them is starving. Then in midlife, something remarkable happens. The good girl dies. She gets too tired to pretend. The weight of everyone else's expectations becomes too heavy. This isn't a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. She stops asking for permission and starts giving it to herself. This is when her sensuality transforms. In youth, sensuality is often a tool, something to be used to attract, to secure, to negotiate. It is tied to validation. But in maturity, her sensuality becomes an expression. It's no longer a tool, it's a state of being. It's in the way she enjoys her food, the way she laughs from her belly, the way she holds her ground in an argument. Her touch is no longer a question, "Do you want me?" It is a statement, "I am here." This unperformed sensuality is 1,000 times more potent than any youthful performance because it is real. It's the fire of a life fully lived, and it's not for anyone else. That is precisely why it's so intoxicating. The Great Divide: Why Some Men Flee. This depth, however, is not for everyone. This mature, embodied energy creates a great divide. The man who is ready for it, the man who is tired of his own games and yearns for authenticity, will feel like he has found water in a desert. Her depth gives him the courage to find his own. But the man who is not ready, the man still trapped in his own persona, the Peter Pan who still needs a woman to be a mirror for his own ego, will be terrified. He will call her intimidating. He will feel unmanned by her self-possession. Her stillness exposes his own inner chaos. Her refusal to perform highlights his own fakeness. He will run back to the sparkler, to the easier relationship where he can still be the hero in a play. What he fails to realize is that the mature woman didn't want to be his hero. She just wanted him to be real. The world tells women to fear aging, to fight it, to hide it. But the truth is, the woman who allows herself to distill, to burn away the non-essential, the performances, the apologies, doesn't become less. She becomes more. She becomes the ember. And in a world freezing in its own superficiality, the ember is not just a light. It is a hearth. It is a home. It is the heat of a soul that has finally, bravely decided to be whole. Have you ever felt the profound difference between someone who wants your attention and someone who gives you their presence? That shift is the secret. If this exploration of depth and authenticity resonated with you, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We don't chase illusions here, we explore the soul. And in the comments, I want to ask you, what, in your experience, is the most attractive quality that has nothing to do with appearance? Let's discuss.